Hello everyone สวัสดีทุกคนนะคะวันนี้ที่เราได้มาเจอกันอีกแล้ว Hi do you miss me Thank you so much for being here to watch my first live broadcast in like 2 months, I think. Like I haven't done this for such a long time. It kind of feels weird right now. Last night I went to Big Bad Wolf, the book fair, the book event, and it was absolutely amazing. Got there at around 11:30 and got back home last night at 3 a.m. Today I'm going to do a live haul video for the books that I bought last night. I didn't buy that many books this year. This is my 3rd year at Big Bad Wolf. Every year I would do, a haul video, a vlog, and then, book suggestions and things like that. So this year I want to do everything in English so that you can have fun watching the video and also have fun trying to understand what's going on. So I hope that you'll like it, and if you don't understand anything, you can let me know down below here in the comment section. I bought 2 big bags this year, but there are not that many items in there, and I only spent about 1,500 bahts, which is extremely cheap for English books, okay? Usually if you buy an English book in Thailand, let's say you buy it from Kinokuniya or from Asia Book, for one book it actually would cost you around 500 baht. So normally I would get only 3 books, okay? But now look at all these beautiful books that I got today. Now let's start with something that's not a book, because at Big Bad Wolf they also sell children's books, activity books, some stationery items, coloring books, and posters and things like that. So the first item that I'm going to show you guys is actually not mine. My friend asked me to buy this for her, but I thought that I should also show you guys just because it's fun. So this is a set of 2 coloring books. So one is Amazon and another one is Cats, and these are coloring books for adults, and it's for mindfulness. So when you get stressed out, when like everything is so difficult, you're so stressed, you get 2 of them for 120 baht only. This is such a good deal. Now the second one is also a gift, but it's a gift from my niece. She's going to start grade 2 this year. This is called My First Treasury of Pretty Stories. So it has those like princess theme and like cutesy theme going on, but it's very cheap, and inside there are 4 different stories. And look how pretty they are. I think this would be a really great start for her to just read by herself and also enjoy the story, because it's so cute. I mean, super duper cute. And guess how much it costs? Only 180 baht. So if you have kids, seriously, you have to go to this event. Like, I just want to buy all the toys, all the English books, activities book, and I wish that when I was younger, my mom would have an event like this. Would have a chance to go and to an event like this. The third one is kind of special. It's actually a stationery item. This is Lost in Translation note cards. All right, and it is super cute. It costs 100 baht for normal buyers, normal shopper, but I'm also a member of Big Bad Wolf, so I got 30% off. So it actually cost me only 70 baht for 12 note cards, and they use untranslatable words from around the world and try to explain that, and you can use those words to give to other people as a card. So it's super duper cute. So this is the box. The box itself is really pretty as well. In here there are 12 cards like this, and so you can write something to thank someone using these note cards. Onto the books. So this year I didn't go all out because, some of the books up there on my shelf, I haven't read them yet because it has been quite a hectic year for me, and I was traveling a lot. Last year I spent about 6,000 baht. So this year I gave myself a budget of 3,000 baht. I didn't want to go above that. It was quite disappointing for me to see that there were a lot of children's book at Big Bad Wolf, but not that many YA or young adult novels. So these are all the books that I got this year. Only these, not that many, right? Compared to last year and a couple years ago. Total of 8 books. So we're going to begin talking about each one of them. The first one is called Get Shit Done, everybody! Is shit a bad word? I mean, depends on how you use it. Get shit done mean แบบทำแม่งให้เสร็จอะเก็ตปะแบบมันเป็นแบบ feeling จากภายใน Get shit done just has this connotation that you gotta finish this thing, like you gotta do it, you have to do it. So I love the title of the book, and it's a quote book. It's a book full of quotes that would inspire to get shit done, you guys. This is my personal problem. And so at the back of this book, it said, you cannot achieve by only talking about what you are going to do one day. You must get shit done, and you must surround yourself with other people who get shit done. I love this book because it's small. I can carry it around wherever I go, like whether I'm traveling. Each page there is a quote. This is a really great book, and it only costs 100 baht, you guys. So number 2 is called The Wonder Society, and this is written by Carrie Smith, the author of Wreck This Journal. Have you heard of that journal? Wreck This Journal is a journal that the author designed activities for each page for you to do. So for example, draw a human being, write about your crush today, or spit your gum and put it on this page, or some crazy thing. And it was viral like several years ago, and this author became a very well-known author, although like it wasn't really a real book. It was more like a journal and activity book. This is a real book, like this is a real thing that he actually wrote or did research on. So I opened the book and whoa, this is really something for me, that the author actually like gathered information about different people from the past, like in the history, who are wanderers. The first page of this book, the writer actually wrote out questions, and like if you ask yourself and if you say yes to more than 3 of these, then you are part of this wonder society. Do you find yourself increasingly distracted and unable to focus? Yes. Do you feel like technology is taking up too much of your attention and time? Yes. Have you had a sense that there is more to life than what you have been doing, but you're not sure how to access this? Absolute yes. And it looks really interesting, and I also like the way that the author combined like media, the pictures and things like that, with some text. So I think it would be a very fun read. It cost me only 140 baht, you guys. So we'll see how it goes after this. The last non-fiction book that I got is called Way More Than Luck, Commencement Speeches. If you know me, you know that I want to become a motivational speaker or a speaker in general. And commencement speech means speeches that people give at the end of their graduation ceremony. Each chapter is a speech that was delivered at different universities. For example, a speech by Ira Glass on how to make yourself into who it is you want to be. And I always love commencement speeches. Many of you might have already watched it, done by Steve Jobs at Stanford, I think. maybe 5 years ago. Just want to read more and get inspired, that kind of thing. This book actually cost quite a lot. It cost me 210 baht, but it's a hardcover. It's not a paperback, so I guess that would, you know, that would make it worth it. Now, on to fictional books. Ta-da-da-da! I only bought 5. I'm so proud of myself. And these are books that I knew I would like, okay? Books that I know I would enjoy. So the first one was a movie that I watched quite a long time ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. This is called Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close. And it is a book that talks about 9/11 from his perspective of a young boy who lost his father, and like he was struggling with some kind of mental issue. So we would learn more about 9/11 from his perspective. Okay, so the movie that I watched was absolutely beautiful. It was heart-wrenching and fun. I don't want to say that it's fun because it was a really sad story, but yeah, but it was really good. Yeah, so I want to read the original version, which is the book version. So happy to find this, and I'll let you guys know what I think about the book. The second one, if you can see up there, like these 5 books right here are from the same author, okay? This is A Monster's Call, also a major movie. This is written by Patrick Ness, one of my all-time favorite novelists. He is absolutely out there, like insanely... I don't even have adjective to describe him, but just read Patrick Ness and you will see novels from a whole different angle. And most of his stories are very dark, very like deep, and you can feel the human connection. The characters are amazing, like very complicated. The story of Connor, who has the same dream every night ever since his mother fell ill, and she started treatment. I think she has cancer, and then when he wakes up, there's a visitor by his window, and it is a monster. A very short compared to other books written by Patrick Ness, but I think it would be very condensed and very like nerve-wracking, like a combination of a thriller and a drama and like a fantasy book, which is kind of his style. So I'm very excited to read this one. So huge book. I mean, look at this. This is like thicker and bigger than my face. Rainbow Rowell is an author, a very famous author, and she wrote a best-selling book called Fangirl. I finished Fangirl already. I love her writing style. It's basically like chick lit, very feminine, and it talks about life. It's a reflection of life and how we think and how we want to plan our life and get out of our comfort zone. I wanted to read Carry On because I read the review of Fangirl online, and they said that there's another one called Carry On coming up, and I have no idea what Carry On is about, but I understand that it's a continuum of Fangirl. And this book costs only 140 baht. And just look at how thick this thing is. Like, this is my hand. This is a story called Under My Hat, Tales from the Cauldron. It's a collection of short stories written by 12 authors, I think. So these you can see here are the names of all the authors, okay? And the second one here is Holly Black, the person who wrote Spiderwick, The Coldest Girl in Cold Town, and The Deepest Part of the Forest, which are absolutely amazing. So like, I saw her name, Holly Black, right here, grab the book and go. Like, I know I'm going to like this book for sure, at least the story that she wrote. The first reason why I picked this book is because I love fantasy books, I love magical stories, I love Holly Black, and I recognize a couple other names here. Since there are several authors from here, then I would get to read the style of their writing and then think about other books that they've written already. It's like a good start to to learn more about the writing style of each other, and then you can think about whether you want to continue reading other stories from them. I know that my 120 baht wouldn't go to waste, and it's quite thick. And I'm excited because, sometimes you won't have time to read the whole thick book. So I can go just, one story each time. Maybe I can read each story before I go to bed every single night. Before I go to bed, have a good dream about witches and wizards or magical items, and then the next day I can start reading it again. It's a good start for people who would like to improve their English reading skills as well, because you can read short amount at a time. So let's say you read one chapter every day, then the next day you start a new story, right? So that's a good way, because sometimes when people see how thick the book is, then they get discouraged to read the books. And then last but not least, this is something new for me. I'm a bit excited and also a bit nervous to read this book. I Hear Your Voice, written by Young Ha Kim, the first novel written by a Korean writer that I would ever read. Most of my books that I've read are from a white, like Caucasian writer. So this one is my first time stepping into like more Asian contemporary novels. I know that many people like Haruki Murakami, a very famous Japanese writer, and he wrote several novels in English, and so many people know him. I'm quite afraid to read the book. I'm too nervous to read his book because I heard that it's very complicated. So I want to start with Asian writers, English books, but not too complicated, and I found this one at Big Bad Wolf, so I thought it would be a great start for me. And this book is it's written by one of South Korea's best and most worldly writers. So this writer is really good and has amazing reputation in South Korea. So I thought it would be a good place to start. This one is a story of two young Koreans, two orphans on the street of Seoul, and they became part of a motorcycle gang and some kind of drama in Korea. It's more of a drama, not that much of fantasy or like my usual sci-fi, fantasy, magical stuff. But I'm trying to read more adult books now. So yeah, I thought that this would be a good start for me. That's all the books that I bought this year. Books reviews are coming up soon, maybe in like a month or two. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I guess I'll see you again next time. See you later. Bye!